Alright, so in the last very pointless video that I made this past weekend, had a lot of issues with this thing and wanted to light it on fire. But yesterday, we had a great day. So, as you can see, it's really fancy 8-gauge wire that I have wrapped around the top of the car. That's my new fusible link. And here, in this corner, I have a brand new relay, main relay for the DME. Do I know which thing fixed the car? Absolutely not. Did it move on its own for the first time in 2 years? Absolutely. But today, we're gonna rewire the fusible link, put in the switch panel so I have a fan and a fuel pump that I can control without getting into the trunk, align the front, I don't know what else I was supposed to do. What else were we supposed to do? Oh yeah, bleed the brakes, because yesterday I almost hit the E21 because it didn't have brakes, and that was really cool. I mentioned this car in my Rev Limited forum, and some people showed interest in it. It says, my girlfriend's 1980 E21 320i with an M10 that is terrible, and that's pretty much it. It's got Euro bumper conversion, Euro headlights, really janky power seats from I don't know what car. Yeah, not much to it. Pretty simple, bare bones. Lowered on, I'm assuming, iBox springs. They look like iBox. I don't really know. We're going to look at this car later because I've never lifted it up, and we've owned it for almost a month and a half now. Or 2. But yeah, we're about to, first things first, we're going to run this thing, or mount this thing in the trunk, and then run the wiring, run the switch panel inside the car, mount that up, and then hopefully have power where power needs to be. That is run. Now it has power and ground. Now I'll have my fan, my fuel pump. My fan will go off at 30 amp, fuel pump will go off at 20, and then headlights will probably go off of each of these 5s. But that is done. It has power and ground to it, so now I can run wiring throughout the whole car. Alright, I've got my wiring that I pre-twisted the other day. Run it through from here all the way through, and then through the same grommet to where the fusible link comes through and the battery power supply comes through. Just ran it through there, and now I'm gonna crimp on some connectors to go straight to the fan. I would just like to reiterate that nothing that you see us doing here today is the final form, so don't take it too seriously. I'm not trying to drive it like this. I'm just trying to get it from here to the other shop, where I can pull it in and out of the shop, because it needs to be able to move once it's there. That's it. Wyatt's over here struggling to bolt his seat down. Having a good time over there.
Yeah. Number 1. That's fair. Alright, number 3 is fuel pump. We got action. Heck yeah, dude, look at us go. Look at you go, I just bolted down a seat.
Yeah, you helped. Alright, so this rat's nest is kind of complete. Now I can clean it up. But check this stuff out. Wyatt's been messing with the seat for the past hour. As you can see, it's a cluster in here, but look at this bad boy. We got power. We got the fan. You hear it? Number 1. And then you'll hear the fuel pump kick on with number 3. See? Sick. Let's see if she'll start. Fan's on. Fuel pump's on. All right, so me and Wyatt have been working on this thing all morning. It is now 1:30, so we've been working on it the whole day. But we've gotten everything done, it seems like. The brakes are bled-ish. The passenger front, the nipple to bleed them is broken off, and I didn't know that, so that's a problem. But there's no air in the lines. The brakes work. The brake leak was, the line that was leaking is fixed. The fuel pump issue is fixed. So we had an issue when I ran the fuel pump to the switch panel that it caused like a voltage drop or something, and it was not wanting to run. So I just ran the fuel pump right back to the factory wire since I could test it with the test light. So it primes when the ignition is on and it runs. So we're gonna move it and we're gonna drive it. Excitement right there.
Yeah. Get in? Yeah, come on. That's freaking stupid.
Okay, so I don't know why, but the car seemed to have run better when it had a vacuum leak. Put the intake on and closed up all the holes in the intake manifold and got the idle back where it needed to be. Probably low on coolant or water, whatever I want to put in the radiator. It runs good though. Like it does not stop well, but they work. They just need a lot of work. But yeah, this is a huge step. The moving and stopping was the biggest setback. So now everything's good. It idles. The fan works. The fuel pump kicks on and off like it needs to. Probably need to get a timing light and adjust that, and then tell megasquirt what the timing is and like have all that set up correctly. Because right now it's just on the base map that comes with the megasquirt. Need to order new tie rods. Still need to do front suspension stuff to get camber and everything where it needs to be. But I can steer correctly. Not full lock, but it's good enough to where I can turn around and do stuff like that without it hitting the fenders and the body kit and stuff. But I'm not gonna drive with the body kit right now. But yeah, this is a huge step. Very stoked about it. This is a good weekend. But yeah, so now I get to finish up little things before we go home and mess with the E21 a little bit. But the E30, ready to rock. I'll put some driving footage in it in a little bit, but as of now, it's great. But gotta run to town real quick, and then I'll be back to mess with it some more. So, I'll take it for another test drive. Maddie has never driven in this before. Go ahead. Yeah, there's a... You want me to shut the door?
You do it.
I know it sounds really crazy, and it has tuning issues, but it's so great. This is perfect, and I'm so happy about this. Now I can drive it in and out of a shop, and wherever I need to, like to move it, I actually get the productivity back to where it needs to be. But yeah, huge progress. Big deal. Very awesome. Very happy about this. So, yeah. But yeah, I don't really know what fixed it, but it's definitely got some tune issues I gotta work through. But other than that, this is where it's at. So, it's been a good weekend. But yeah, we'll see you all in the next one.